And welcome back, folks. This is Game 4. Sports Ranch out here in Wesley Chapel, Florida. Once again, my name is Billy Adams, alongside our producer and co-host Jonathan Torres, cameraman in Nick Merritt. Got some high school basketball now with this team Canes out of the Richmond Hill, Georgia area. Again, another South Georgia team coming into play, along with the Tampa National Basketball Academy playing alongside, trying to maybe find a victory in this high school matchup. Again, game number 4, folks. Have so many games here at the Wiregrass Ranch today until about 8 p.m. and tomorrow until about 6 or 7 p.m. So plenty of basketball to follow along. Had a couple younger men's basketball, had some women's basketball. Now we got some high school basketball, so plenty of action to be had here in this contest. So we got Richmond Hill working it up the floor.
First impressions, we're certainly seeing, I think, what are two evenly matched teams. Obviously, we'll see how that plays out long term, but right now, height-wise, physically, I mean, we're looking at two teams that are pretty evenly balanced.
Pretty evenly balanced indeed, as we saw Thomas Wells pick up that foul. It was Enya Maria driving to the basket, so instead he got a basket earlier to start this contest, and now he'll get a chance to maybe extend the lead and put them up by 2. As that one takes a not-so-gracious roll and falls right out, and it will remain a 3-2 contest, folks. So, as Jonathan stated, a pretty evenly matched up so far. And from what I've seen already, not as much physicality, a little more spacing, and it seems like both teams have slowed it down just a bit as well. They don't want to start off too fast. So now the Canes will take it back up. Some full court pressure, though, as I mentioned, not moving fast, and the full court pressure from Tampa already coming.
Well, you kind of mentioned something that I don't think gets talked about often enough, which is strategically, how do you come out? What is going to be your pace of game? And that applies to so many sports, but we've seen it have a huge impact on the game. Are you going to come out hard and fast, or are you going to take it easy and kind of, play it out long term?
Jackson Neely with the shot off the mark. Thomas Wells with the rebound. Back the other way we go. Into the corner. A drive from Mock. He'll dish it out. The shot from Wells is off the mark. Offensive board. Nobody there to guard, and Tyler Bird puts it back. That could have been a maybe issue of miscommunication. Bird was all alone in the paint and ultimately gets his team up by 6 with 4 unanswered. Up top, we got Martinez. He's working with Maria. Guarded strongly there. Maria with the mid-range jumper, something we haven't seen too much today of, but Maria gets it up, and it's a 6-point ball game between.
Well, we're definitely seeing a different caliber here of teams. These guys are definitely, on that upper echelon, probably likely juniors, seniors, looking for that opportunity. Again, for what we talked about, visibility, right? What's going to be the next step in their basketball career?
And I think you see a lot of chemistry on the floor too as well. And talking to one of the assistant coaches moments ago for the Richmond Hill squad, these guys who are juniors at the moment in their last year have played together since they were in 5th grade. So they've been playing on this AAU team for most of their life, Jonathan. So the chemistry there too is what I think is so key to playing controlled, to playing smart, and ultimately right now they're playing very strategic.
Yeah, you want to reach that point where you don't have to think about where your teammate's going to be. You already know because you've been playing together for so long.
And what was a nice pass there and dish from Vincent Nudo unfortunately turns into a travel violation from Tyler Bird. Again, an 8-6 contest now after the most recent shot coming from Enya Maria. He's got a couple points. It's an 8-6 advantage. Again, Billy Adams alongside Jonathan Torres here at the Wiregrass Sports Campus. If you're just joining us here on our stream and on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for supporting. And again, a lot of basketball to be covered, folks. We are not even close to being halfway done, not even with the day. A drive, and just off the mark, it was Nathan Moore. Moore, after being met at the basket, was Brendan French. So French taking it up, a foul coming, and it's going to be on number 15 and Khalil Martinez. First foul on Martinez, the throw-in coming on the other side here for Joshua Mock, right in front of your face. So Mock will get it out and a chance to reset here with 12 minutes remaining in half number 1. The drive, the kick, and the finish coming, and Brendan French, he's got his name on the board. Wasting no time, Martinez goes and finishes. Khalil Martinez, the left-handed finisher. We don't see that too often. He thought about it, but Mock's gonna take it. It's Bird, a kick out. Wells, deep three from Wells. The response is uncanny from Thomas Wells. Maria, another pass, and the finish right there, folks. We are going back and forth. Nathan Moore, complete opposite of what we have seen so far today, folks. A back and forth scoring affair. Here comes French down the lane. Great defense, taken away and taken right back. Joshua Mock got it. French shot it and scores. Brendan French with another three-point swish. Deep three. Off the mark, getting his own board. It looked to be, I think that was Jackson Neely. So Neely with the offensive board. A second chance opportunity is going to come up short, and Mock will get the board. So after 2 minutes of what seemed to be endless running, French is going to slow things down. Maybe. No, he's going to go up with the left-hander and can't draw the foul. An advantage and a jam coming on the other end. Enya Maria with the slam. Tampa has responded. Richmond Hill, maybe some ill-advised shots early here. Still early in this tie ball game. Enya Maria kicks it out. Neely the drive, the dish. It's Martinez up top, guarded by Mock. Here we go, it's Nathan Moore from mid-range. The board, and it's hauled in by Brave Frisbee. Martinez working, Neely. Frisbee drives, and unfortunately traveled to the supermarket and back, and it'll go back to the Team Canes. Boy, Jonathan, it's funny. It's like a lot of action, but at the same time, not a ton is happening also at the same time.
Well, again, we're seeing two evenly matched teams. And like we saw with, our earlier game between Southwest Florida Hoops and Georgia Vipers, starting off very defensively, right? Not giving up any easy shots, making sure that you're challenging every single attempt, and trying to create those opportunities to score.
Some good defensive pressure coming from this Tampa squad, but the Canes have responded with a lot of quick and smart shots. There's the mid-ranger. And folks, we've said his name multiple times. Enya Maria is somebody to watch out for. It's not the three-pointer. It's not a layup. It's the mid-range game coming back to life in front of our eyes. And it looks like no shot will be called for. It will be a timeout coming from the side of Richmond Hill. A 16-14 affair. And folks, we have had a back and forth effort here. This Tampa squad, though, up by 2 with the highlights of Enya Maria. He's got 8 points here in this 16-14 advantage. And on the other end, we've seen Thomas Wells and Brendan French take hold on the scoring side, and just one foul apiece coming from each. So not too much physicality, not too much scoring at the same time. It's, again, just been that slightly evenly matched play. And I think, Jonathan, for this next 9 minutes, what do you expect out of these two as this game evolves?
Well, they're going to try to find out where the weaknesses are. Right now, again, they're seeming to be par, in terms of talent, in terms of agility, in terms of the pace of the game. Like we opened, there's some teams that like to come out hot, try to score, a lot right away. These teams are both coming out pretty even keel, and so I think this is going to be kind of a long-term game. This is going to come down, I think, to the final minutes before we see, maybe some point gaps.
One thing to take note of here as well, folks, these rosters on both sides are a little bit more thin than what we have seen all day. I don't think fatigue will come into play. These kids are very fit, very athletic, but at the same time, you never know what could happen, and especially with how hard each other plays, you could begin to see a team wear itself out more sooner than not. But wearing out the glass was Brave Frisbee. And now Tampa with a 4-point advantage after a beautiful drive from the point guard.
Well, it's still early in the day as well, some of these teams will still have 2 more games, maybe even 3 to go before they leave here today.
And you thought in the professionals 48 minutes of basketball was long? Well, you're probably seeing 2, maybe 3 hours of basketball, depending on what teams you are today. As it looks like we had our second foul issued out on the side of Richmond Hill.
Well, and if you do well, then you get the chance to come back and do it all over again tomorrow.
What's better than basketball? It's more basketball.
That's right.
Can't really complain about that in this kind of setting. As we have a nice defensive effort there. The block by Tyler Bird successful, and it goes back to the Canes. By the way, that last foul, the second team foul for the Canes, was picked up by Nolan Watson. So again, very light contact so far in this contest. A lot of teams giving room, maybe some space, and finding some space there was Thomas Wells for the basket. He'll get a chance for a 3-point opportunity. 18-16 is the advantage. The largest lead has been 4. A chance now for Wells to cut it to 1. Some substitutions now. We've got Brendan French coming in alongside number 12 Vincent Nudo, both starting this game. As number 2 Joshua Mock and number 21 and Tyler Bird gonna check out. Again, 2 16-minute periods playing. We are almost halfway through number 1 as the putback by Nudo. The first opportunity unsuccessful, but he does get the second. And it looks like we have Saxton Middlebrook checking in, number 80. Coming in for that Tampa squad. Again, the tie, it was an 18-14 contest. The tie is now at 18. Working up top, it's Martinez. Nice defensive pressure here. Middlebrook, we just called his name and wanted to hear it again, but can't. Martinez, the mid-ranger. Off the front iron, does he have the length? He does. The shot off the money. That time it was Caleb Price who checked in for the first time. So Jonathan, one thing I'm starting to notice, a little bit of length and a little bit of athleticism on this Tampa team to where they can get offensive boards, but the weakness might be the finishes aren't exactly where they need to be.
Yeah, and again, I mean, you can shoot all day long, but at the end of the day, it still has to go in the net.
And that's the advantage that this Richmond Hill team could take pride in. Finding some defensive
force them to be uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Right?
Yes.
You push that aggression, towards making them take the shot versus them wanting to take the shot whenever they're comfortable.
And that shot might have been contested there by Brandon French, and nonetheless will take it up court. 6:53 remains. Ball in the air. It's a free-for-all. Going up, going in, can't get it, and putting it back is Saxton Middlebrook. What a follow. You just can't teach that. Full court pressure. Middlebrook ends up with the ball once again. A dish out and right into the Richmond Hill bench. I hope everybody's paying attention because that one sailed through the court and it will go back the other way. So Richmond Hill once again with possession in this 20-18 ball game. Again, mid-court pressure now coming. They've laid off the full court press. We see number 79 and Nos Tim checking in, and Tim will end up with the basketball. Seems like defense is the name of the game coming on this presence of Tampa, and unfortunately it'll go back to the Canes. I think now the name of the game, Jonathan, these last few minutes, somebody's just got to keep the ball.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're seeing Tampa dominate in terms of possession, but Richmond Hill is trying to find out what's going to work for them in this game because we got a very agile Tampa team here that is keeping them on the perimeter, and that's not working for the Kings right now.
And we saw another number check in on this Richmond Hill side. It's Evan Blessett checking in for the first time today, so he'll call his number and get an opportunity. Wells, though, wants to remind people of his number, and getting it back is Nudo. Nudo goes up, too much pressure, and Wells finally finishes what he started and ties the ball game at 20, but not before we have a downed player in Enyer Maria. Might have taken some contact in the face was Maria. Saw him shaking up on the ground, but it looks like he's shaking off maybe a shot to the jaw. Glad to see him up and alive and well. Nathan Moore going to check in and let Maria sit down for a second. A very agile and honestly elusive player we've seen Maria. A couple mid-rangers, a couple finishes to the basket, and he's gotten his team to 20 points. He has 8 so far. Game is tied at 20 up top. It's led by Saxton Middlebrook. Middlebrook does it himself, but the rebound's going to go to Joshua Mock. French will bring it up, finally slowing the pace down with 5.5 minutes remaining. Maybe it's what's needed. Mock, a kick out. French fakes, drives, puts it up, and not before he draws the foul. And it looks like Bray Frisbee will pick up that foul. Just the second team foul, it looks like, on this Tampa squad.
I mean, this Tampa team is very intense. I mean, now again, the score is showing exactly what type of game this is. It's a very evenly matched game, but Tampa is definitely putting the aggression on Richmond Hills.
And a different notion here for Brandon French. We've seen him kind of be the facilitator of this whole offense on the Canes side, but taking charge in a couple possessions and driving and creating an opportunity there. 1 for 2, though, on that trip to the free throw line. So the lead is back to 1, and Richmond Hill takes their first lead in about 8 minutes of play. They'll remain with possession. I believe that ball went off of Bray Frisbee. So we're back up and running. 5:15 remaining. The shot coming from what looked to be Evan Blessett. The rebound by Mock. Finding inside is Nudo. Can't finish. Tries it again. And might have drawn contact was Vincent Nudo. And it looks like they will call Price with the foul. So Caleb Price will be called for that. It's his first foul. And Vincent Nudo will go to the line for the first time, unfortunately missing opportunity number 1. And a good sight to see. It looks like we got Enya Maria checking back in, and Caleb Price going to sit down after the most recent foul. Once again, if you were just joining us, Maria going down with what looked to be a shot to the jaw. Got up on his own, walked off the court, and just looked like he was shaken up a bit. Nice to see him back out there. 5:03 remains as Nudo adds to the lead. It's by 2. Not wasting any time. Down the court in about 2 seconds of play. Oh my goodness, Nas Tim. From one end to the other, he's a track star, folks. I don't know how he got down so fast. The tie is 22. Joshua Mock up top, guarded by Maria. Nearly losing the handle was Nolan Watson. Mock with the deep 3. Rolls off, and it goes back to Tampa. A chance to maybe run some plays. Frisbee passes it up top. We got some motion coming. The shot from deep 3 just rolls off again. A 2-on-1. And it looks like it will stay with the Tampa squad.
Tampa coach not happy right there. He does not want them to give up, any points whatsoever.
Not at all. And now Tampa with another chance to respond. We saw Nas Tim score that basket earlier just moments ago. Passing it in. Some motion. Middlebrook with the shot. Off the mark, and a rebound coming for Nudo. Nudo applying pressure. A 3-on-2. Brendan French back up top. The facilitator. Through 3. Now 4 defenders until it's taken away. Maria goes down, slams it, and there might have been contact.
Well, not getting the call, though, did they? Oh,
they're going to give it to him.
They sure did, yep.
They're going to give it to him. Tyler Bird going to be called for the foul. 3rd team foul coming for Richmond Hill. Once again, folks, it went from what looked to be an evenly matched contest to still scoring-wise it is, but it looks like there's a lot of speed and elusiveness coming out of this Tampa squad. Again, finishes are just what we're not seeing, and again, that's coming from this hard defensive play by both teams, trying to make everything earned and not given thus far. Enya Maria missing that first opportunity, trying to put the lead up to 1. And he does. That's 9 points now for Enya Maria in this contest. Full court pressure back for Tampa. Down the court, there's the unfortunate end as Joshua Mock is waiting all alone. Could have probably pitched a 10 and more while he was down there. And it looks like upon that drive, the Tampa coach going to call a timeout and try and get his team in check.
Yeah, he's not liking what he's seeing. Again, the Tampa team, a little more aggressive here, not trying to give away too many opportunities to this Richmond Hill team. They're going to hear about it because he was already pretty worked up just a few minutes ago.
And maybe one thing I was noticing too is, I think one thing that they were doing well on their end was actually getting offensive boards and crashing the glass. I think what he seemed to be frustrated by is that even when it was a 2-on-1 for them, it seemed like they were getting out-bullied by one man on the Richmond Hill side, whether that was 21 and Tyler Bird or Vincent Nudo. Those guys were taking care of business, and if I'm a coach and I see a 2-on-1 getting bullied, I don't think I'd like that either.
Right. Well, and again, where are the teammates? You know what I mean? You can't just sit there and let that happen. You got to get in there and break that up or, help your teammate out.
And you have some room to give in that case, too, because we've noted a couple of these games have been foul heavy. We're almost to halftime, and we're not even in the bonus for either team yet. So these teams may be afraid to play a little more physical, but they have that opportunity, and maybe that's what we'll see start to shift here in the next 3.5 minutes. Martinez up top, working. He's got Nas Tim. Tim, a very elusive guard on the outside. It's Middlebrook working up top against Wells. And your Martin, he's been the star-studded player scoring-wise for this Tampa squad. He works up with Martinez. Nas Tim has some space. Mock closes. Tim closing. Martin following. And Enyer Martin puts it back. That's 11 points now for Enyer Maria, number 78. 25-24. Again, it's been trading of leads in this contest with under 3 minutes remaining in half number one. Here's Mock. A one-on-one, can't get it. French, the deep jumper. Just off the side. Mock nearly got it, and I think Frisbee ended up with it. Down the other way is Middlebrook. He's got some help from Martinez. Middlebrook ends up with it. Frisbee up top. Pressure coming from Mock. Some closeouts here coming from this Richmond Hill squad. And Nas Tim experiences that firsthand. Wells back the other way with Mock. Looking for the opening. Where's the teammate at? And instead, Middlebrook finally going to kick it out. Boy, Nas Tim is getting an earful right now from his Tampa coach, too. I don't know what happened, but once again, Jonathan, that coach is not happy. And it looked like, I don't think Tampa was ready for that.
No, definitely not.
Not at all. And despite missing the first opportunity, Tyler Bird puts it back. Martinez, kick out to Tim. Nas Tim drives. The floater just too strong. And Tyler Bird will come up with the board, and once again, the slowing of pace coming for the Canes. A beautiful pass behind. French goes up, blocked there by Frisbee. Maria comes down. And a nice finish. How about that orchestrated play? Although French coming back the other way. Can he get it? Yes, he does. In NASCAR, they trade paint. In this game, they are trading buckets, folks. 28-27. Nas Tim getting some space. Mock closing out. Martinez trying to work with Tim. Tim sees it go out. And it might have been off the hand of Mock, so it should stay with Tampa. 75 seconds remain. It's a 1-point advantage. We have seen 8 lead changes here in the last minute of play. Martinez. He'll work outside. Jackson Neely back on the floor as well. That shot off the mark. Fighting for it as Wells. And Tyler Bird not ending up with it. Neely working with Martinez, putting it up, and finally putting up a three is Martinez.
Well, and he fought hard for that one, too. From the rebound all the way to taking it outside.
Took about 5 different passes, too, just to set himself up. Here's a shot. Nudo fighting against 2 defenders. And falling is him and Jackson Neely. I think Neely ended up with the ball. So Neely ended up with the ball, and the Canes end up with possession. 45 seconds remain. It's a 30-28 advantage.
Tightest game we've seen all day.
Mock with the step back. A great move from Mock, and he puts his team up by 1. We've seen Mock get a lot of boards today, but using the handles just a little bit there as he falls to his feet. Neely goes up. And I think they wanted a charge there on that side of Richmond Hill.
He wanted it, but...
He wanted it. 21 is the call for the foul. That's Tyler Bird on the Richmond Hill side, and that will be the 4th team foul on the Canes.
The ref saying that he moved, on that block there.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Obviously, we're not replaying things, but I felt like he got in position. I didn't see much movement there. That's one of those close calls that you kind of have to let slide.
Yeah.
It's all right, though. 31-31 is the score. Neely scoring for the first time, and he will get both of his free throw opportunities to put his team up by 1.
You and I have worked on other sports, other teams, that sort of thing. And I do have to say there's something to be said about not having the instant replay available to you. Not having that, every call has to be perfect environment. Especially at this age, because they have to figure out how to deal with those calls that maybe weren't 100% correct.
And you're absolutely right. As we have a timeout on the floor by that Tampa squad, 15 seconds remain. I think one good example is the minor league baseball system. We both worked in minor league baseball.
Yep.
And what we got to see firsthand last year is the instant replay with the challenge system. Players can immediately challenge a call as it happens. And for, the booth, they not only have instant replay for the broadcast, they have instant replay just for those calls alone with the umpires.
Exactly.
And it's amazing that you have that because it gives you such a new aspect of the game. And it also creates the accuracy, right? As fans ourselves, we just want to see a fair called game.
That's right. And at the professional level, totally makes sense.
Totally makes sense.
At this level, I think it teaches you how to deal with the adversity of maybe the ref didn't get it right. Well, guess what? You got to deal with it.
You have to, because as a leader, if you're Brendan French on this team with Richmond Hill, or you're Caleb Price on the side of Tampa, you have to learn to be a leader and go through that adversity because, again, if it doesn't decide the game, you still get to decide the game. Final 10 seconds of this half, somebody's got to decide who has the lead. A kick out here with Middlebrook. Nice pump fake. The shot, and a whistle coming on the other end. Looks like Nathan Moore had that shot up, and I believe should be a foul on Nudo. No, it's going to be on 0, so it'll be on Thomas Wells. A late shooting foul coming from Wells. That's just the 5th team foul, and Price will go to the line. First attempt is off the mark here with a 32-31 lead.
Now being one half into this game, I think it's safe to say these free throws are going to count in a big way. They need to start making these free throws.
It's the one commonality I think we've seen the entire morning so far is made free throws and missed free throws. I would say majority of the free throw attempts today have been missed. And unfortunately there they were a 1-for-2 trip there on the Canes side. As that ball did fly out with 0.7, not even a second, 0.7. One shot opportunity, putting it up. And just off the mark. I think it might have hit the shot clock.
Yeah, it did. I don't think they would have counted it, even if it had gone in.
Probably not. So that is going to do it for half number 1. A 33-31 advantage, folks, for this Tampa squad against a Richmond Hill squad who's been quite strong, despite the fact that they play with just what looks to be 7 players on this roster. And not too big of a difference here on the Tampa side either, but again, a very even matched contest, 33-31. And as you said, the name of the game, it looks like it's going to be free throws. And Jonathan, if this plays out the way I think it would in the second half, if we start to see more fouls and we see both teams get in that bonus area, that's where it's going to be interesting who's actually going to make those opportunities count.
Yep, because, again, it's going to, in some games, it's about the missed opportunities. In this game, it being so tight, I think it's going to be about the missed shots.
And again, I'm Billy Adams alongside my co-host and producer, Jonathan Torres. Our cameraman is Nick Merritt. We are going to step aside and take a little bit of a break, maybe grab some water, grab a breather. But again, plenty of basketball, folks. It's the Tampa Basketball Association against the Richmond Hill Hurricanes. And we are going to be back, folks, after this break. Second half action, we are back underway, folks. Another 16-minute period set to take place here at the Conrad P. Foss Memorial Tournament right here at the Wiregrass Sports Ranch out of Wesley Chapel. This is the Florida Athletics Network. Folks, we are back. Billy Adams alongside Jonathan Torres and my cameraman Nick Merritt bringing you some amateur basketball action out of the middle school and high school departments. So far, we have a battle between the Richmond Hill Hurricanes and the Tampa National Basketball Association. 33-31 is your score, as it looked like Joshua Mock wanted a little piece of the action on the scoring side already. Getting quite physical. A steal going up, blocked there, and it's going to be a foul before Bray Frisbee had some contact. Oh my goodness, folks.
I mean, hey, A for effort, because that was a great block there, you know what I mean? It's hard in transition, obviously, to keep it clean sometimes, but given how close this game is, that's what you got to do.
And that's what we were waiting on, Jonathan, to see a little more physical aspects coming in the paint and a little more, maybe opportunities to drive to the basket. And now, from the opposite end, we saw a lot of Tampa full court presses, and now I noticed that previous possession, the Canes are starting to full court press just a little bit, maybe trying to let a little bit more, outlets dissolve on this Tampa side. The Canes taking it away, and Thomas Wells is going to snap that one with Joshua Mock. It'll be Mock and Wells working up top as the 1-2 punch. French taking a back seat as the outside outlet. Wells kicks it out. Mock from three, and he got it. It's Joshua Mock, folks. Mock playing well on both ends. He's got a couple threes and a couple steals already to start this half. Martinez trying to get his team on the board. Already a 5-0 advantage to kick off the half for the Hurricanes. It'll be French up top. He'll work the handling this time. Mock, guarded by Middlebrook. Frisbee picks up. Mock double team, the closeout from Neely. We saw Neely close out the second half for Tampa. He'll start the first half, and he'll start the second. Here we go, Mock in the paint. The turnaround, Jay, just too strong. Boy, these teams are working fast, Jonathan. Nobody wasting any moment. French, step back jumper, maybe too early of a shot. And it looks like it went off the hands of, I believe, Tyler Bird. Finally, an opportunity for everyone to breathe.
Well, these teams have realized that they're evenly matched, and they're trying to figure out each other's weaknesses.
Trying to tire each other out, maybe, is what it looks like. Coming back the other way as Wells. Nudo right there to follow with the rebound. The spin going up over Maria. Maria with a nice defensive effort. And Anya Maria returning with prowess, as we might have a little bit of a timeout. Richmond Hill with a lot to talk about as they start with a 210 scoring drought here with 13:50 remaining, and already, folks, 5 points accumulated on the other side, and that's thanks to a lot of great effort by Bray Frisbee and Khalil Martinez, folks. A lot to be said on how athletic they are, but what we did not expect is for them to come out and pressure as much as they have on the defensive side. They were laying back a lot in the first half, that Tampa team that is, but now all of a sudden they're coming alive and making themselves known. Got to give a lot of credit over here to the Richmond Hillside and Joshua Mock as well. We saw Mock step up defensively for majority of that first half, but he came out strong already with a couple of buckets to kick off this second half.
That's the thing. I haven't really seen the cracks in the foundation on either of these teams. They are attacking on the outside. They're attacking on the inside. Both teams are really neck and neck here. The score obviously reflective of that. And so it's going to be interesting to see where we find the differentiator, because so far, I mean, it's almost like they're playing themselves.
And a lot of that comes from good coaching and good team chemistry. As we mentioned, these kids, especially from the Richmond Hill side, have played together since they were in elementary school practically. So that chemistry is off the charts there from a friendship and a basketball standpoint. And the same with this Tampa team. A lot of these guys have played since the 8th grade level with each other. So everybody knowing each other's playing style, along with good discipline from coaching, is what's led to the lack of cracks within that said foundation.
Well, you know each other's weaknesses. You know each other's strengths. And so you're going to put yourself and your teammates in a position to succeed.
So right now we have Mock on the floor alongside Nolan Watson. He's with Brendan French. We got number 12 in Vincent Nudo and number 21 in Tyler Bird on the Richmond Hill side so far. On the other end, we got number 78 in Enya Maria, number 80 in Saxton Middlebrook, working alongside 82 and 1 in Jackson Neely and Nathan Moore. Going up and finishing, speaking of which, was Saxton Middlebrook. One of the shorter players on what seems to be a lengthy roster, making his height known. As Mock works the other way, it's a 1-point advantage for Richmond Hill. French going left, driving in Martinez. Maybe found an opportunity for a stop there. It's a jump ball, and I believe it should stay on the Richmond side. 13 minutes remains, and going up and finding some contact was Tyler Bird. My goodness. Nudo kicks it out. An open Mock. And it looks like it was a fall, and it's going to be a foul on Vincent Nudo. First foul of the day on Nudo, first team foul of the half for Richmond Hill. Under 13 minutes remain. Somebody's got to win this contest, but we have been trading baskets all afternoon long so far. It'll be Maria on the other end working with Neely. Neely with Moore. He'll drive in. 3 defenders over Moore. Neely kicks it up. Slides out of the rim. Bird with the board. And he's lucky it went off of a Tampa defender.
Well, and early on, I thought Neely was going to be more of a standout player. Not that he's not fantastic. I mean, he's doing really great things out there, in addition to sharing the ball really well, you know, with his team. But Richmond Hill has figured him out.
And they have figured him out. And it's almost as if they're using him, as that ball almost took out the entire set. It's almost as if they're using him as an outlet to create an opportunity for somebody else. He's there to move around. Right. He's there to get the ball moving, but he's not there to shoot. And because he can't shoot, he's moving around very quick and creating some openings here, which may benefit Tampa in the long run.
Yeah, you put him out there to draw the coverage.
And unfortunately not out there right now. They took him out and instead subbed in number 5 in Caleb Price. So Price is out, going up is Wells. Wells off the money. Bird was fighting for the board. And I know the Richmond Hill coach was arguing maybe a hold there. I did see a little bit of contact, some laundry maybe, but unfortunately it's going to the Tampa side with 12:05 remaining in half number 2. It'll be Middlebrook bringing it up. He's got a couple baskets in this game, including one to open up half number 2 for Tampa. Up top is Wells guarding Middlebrook. He'll run into Bird. And he practically ran into a mountain that was Bird, and I think they're debating, and they do call a travel.
Yeah. Well, and a little shove in there too. I was actually just gonna give them props, saying that despite how aggressive the game has been, there's not like any unnecessary, you know, shenanigans going on. But saw a little shove there at the end of that.
Yeah, we didn't see too much of that in half number 1. A lot of respect between these two teams and a lot of space. Yeah. But now I think all bets are becoming off. Somebody's got to crack, and somebody has to have a weakness. Nudo finds a weakness in the paint and puts his team back up by 3. Tampa going to be in need of a response. It's Kind of foreign that we see a longer than 3-point lead, and how about it, folks? His name is Enya Maria, folks, and you need to remember it. Continuing to score, he's got 15 points in this game. French on the other end. It's taken away. Frisbee working, Price driving, and finishing is Nathan Moore. Here's Mock working, another steal by this Tampa squad, maybe, just maybe. Can't get too ahead of myself. Might have just gone too far out of bounds.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice Hail Mary pass there that the Hurricanes were going for, but didn't work out for them there with the steal. Unfortunately, Tampa couldn't hang on to it.
Got to remember these are high school players. I feel like some of them might play football with the way they're throwing this thing. That shot off the mark from Wells. Bird over 3 defenders. Nudo keeps it alive. Nudo working in the paint, gets smacked just a little bit. And I think it went off the chest of Caleb Price. It stays with Richmond Hill. Once again, Joshua Mock going to be responsible for the throw-in, and checking in now, it's going to be Nolan Watson now, actually, and sitting down will be Joshua Mock. So the red-headed assassin will take a break, and taking the basket is going to be Tyler Bird. An emphatic jam for Bird, breathing life. Middlebrook goes down. A 4-on-5 advantage. Here's Bird. In and out. Rebound Maria. And it might be an over-the-back foul. And it will be. Thomas Wells is going to grab his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, Tampa was trying to respond with their own dunk, but it didn't quite work out for them.
So that will be the 3rd foul officially on Thomas Wells, 2nd of this half. Something to keep an eye on as some players get up there in the foul category. Here's Price driving, and a block by Bird, just standing up like a tower. And the ball will go back to Richmond Hill.
The Richmond coach getting a little bit of a verbal warning over here. But, you know, again, with a game this close, I mean, how can you not get excited?
It's hard not to get excited. I mean, we're getting excited. It's a 40-40 ball game.
That's right.
We can't predict who's going to win this in the next 10 minutes.
Still plenty of time to play.
Still plenty of time. And it's kind of funny, Jonathan. It doesn't look like anybody's really in a groove. It just looks like they're trying to make something happen and hope it falls.
They haven't figured each other out. They haven't figured out the weakness, and that's, you know, that's been the struggle for both teams.
It's a rare shot opportunity we get from Nolan Watson. The behind-the-back shot is successful. Another 2-point lead. Again, the largest lead has been 5 early in this game, but it has averaged out to about 2 points for every lead because of how many basket changes we have had. Tampa trying to respond. Under 10 minutes remain. Here's Maria. He's the guy to do it, and he sends it. Enya Maria. He's got 18 points, folks. 43-42 for Tampa. This might be the matchup of the day if we're lucky. Wells up top. Nicely guarded by Nas Tim. He checks back in. Middlebrook. He's up top, working against Blessed. Nudo. Uncharacteristically out of the paint. They'll get it back. Tampa with Nas Tim going up. Can't finish. Nudo with the bucket. And he'll get the board with Blessed.
Yeah, a little bit of a shove there.
Just a little bit, and I think Bray Frisbee got called for that.
Yep.
So it will be a foul on Frisbee, and he will have 3 fouls in this game as well.
Well, and real quick, I do want to give major props to the referees that we've had. We've had 3 sets of referees, different set of referees for each game. They've all been phenomenal. All the calls have been on point. Nothing really questionable at all. And the kids have been able to play some fantastic basketball.
They have, and I think what's great is, you know, we talk about this age is a good time to develop. As we see Tyler Bird put that up, the referees play a part in that, letting the kids play through contact.
Oh, yeah.
And getting fair calls as well. So now a 44-43 game. No surprise, folks. We are trading buckets once again like it's a game of cards. Martinez goes up, and we are starting to see some finishes come to fruition for both of these teams. Here comes Blessed. They're going to reset with Wells, maybe slow down the pace. How about a jumper from Wells?
That was smooth.
Very smooth, who's playing with 3 fouls, by the way. Not trying to draw any contact. Instead, he'll take an open shot.
Yeah, they need to take note. They can't be letting him have that much space in the back.
Not at all. I think they assumed the drive was coming. It's what we've seen Richmond Hill do. Martinez doesn't get it to roll, but Maria gets it to put it back. Enya Maria is vocalizing his frustration.
Well, we've been talking about fundamentals, and that's something that honestly both of these teams are really strong in. I mean, both of these teams have just played some fantastic basketball today.
And they're playing through one another as well. You see the chemistry coming alive. Thomas Wells is coming alive. Back-to-back buckets for the zero guard. A response maybe in check for Tampa. Middlebrook working. Martinez firing off the mark. Trying to get the rebound as Wells. I think it bounced off the feet of Martinez. And I think Maria is going to go to the line, maybe? And it looks like we will get some subs. So number 1 and 2 of Brandon French and Joshua Mott coming in. And number 0 and number 12 of Thomas Wells and Vincent Nudo checking out.
You know, on that note, that's been another fantastic thing about this game. Really interesting, the fact that the substitutions have had little to no effect on this game. That's how evenly paired these teams are. The substitutions even have had no effect on this game.
Not at all, Jonathan. It's funny you mention that. It's the matchups even off the bench that have played a vital role. I mean, we saw Nas Tim and Jackson Neely come off the bench and be big impacts. Nas Tim, a great driver, a great facilitator. Jackson Neely, on the other hand, great at moving the ball around and getting those matchups to get his teammates open. And then on the other side, we've seen Evan Blessett and Nolan Watson come off the bench and make some shots. And most recently, we saw Thomas Wells get back-to-back buckets. So again, despite coming off the bench, you'd think it'd take some time for somebody to warm up. They're coming in and playing like they've been playing the whole time. It's poise, it's maturity, and it's impressive to see.
You don't see any vulnerabilities in any of the substitutions. I mean, you know, because obviously, you know, your initial instinct is, all right, these guys didn't start the game. Maybe they don't, you know, quite have what it takes to start the game. I mean, I think any of these guys could start the game and substitute in. I mean, they're just that evenly matched, and the level of talent across the board has just been outstanding.
And we talked about Nas Tim being one of those facilitators. He is back on the floor for this Tampa squad. And as we mentioned, Brandon French
risky there.
And Joshua Mott coming back in. And a risky pass indeed to Middlebrook. It's Blessett. Martinez with the shot. The bank was not open at that moment, and Bird gets the board. Now comes a chance for Richmond Hill to maybe get a 4 or 5 point extended lead. This is a rare opportunity we have seen come from the Hurricanes. French working on Middlebrook. And they're going to call a blocking foul on Middlebrook. And indeed they will. 7:10 remaining. That foul goes on Middlebrook. That's his first of the game. 4th team foul of the half. And we will reset. French up top. Working. Blessett wastes no time. Bird with the board, puts it up, and not before. He's going to go to the line.
It's not going in. He kept trying, but it wasn't getting in there.
So Khalil Martinez will pick up the foul, 5th team foul, and Martinez is 2nd of the game again. The only 2 players to note in foul trouble is Thomas Wells of the Richmond Hill side with 3, and Bray Frisbee of the Tampa side with 3 as well. So fouls not really an issue at the moment. However, this Tampa team could see some foul issues come into play with already committing 5 on the side of Richmond Hill. 6 will get you in the bonus here in the high school basketball world as that one sails out and into the stands. I'm not sure who that was going to. Maybe one of the supportive moms out there needed a free basketball, but well out of bounds and a 51-47 advantage. It'll go back to Richmond Hill. Mock on the throw-in. More up top along with Middlebrook. It's going to be Blessett coming back. And I thought we were sharing symphonies, but I just keep hearing that whistle over and over again. Now we're getting a lot of stoppages. Here comes French. He'll go up with the right-hander, and it finishes. A rare sighting, folks. It's a 6-point advantage coming for Richmond Hill. Jonathan, you talked about cracks all game long. We might be starting to see some cracks here on that Tampa squad.
Well, I think what happens naturally, you know, as we draw here into the final 6.5 minutes in the game is you start to get a little tired. And when you start to get a little tired, you start to get a little sloppy, right? And this is where your fundamentals are going to be tested. If this Tampa team does not refocus here, this game could get away from them.
Tampa needing some kind of shot. One thing to note, a lot of pressure being put on Enyer Marie, with the ball. They're trying to keep it out of his hands. He's the leading scorer for Tampa. Moore is all alone and cannot connect. A reset coming, and maybe a much-needed reset for Tampa. Price off the mark. Mock throwing it down court. French takes the mid-range jumper, and it's off the mark. A much-needed stop coming for Tampa.
I mean, these are the kind of opportunities Tampa needs right now, but they need to be making these shots.
Oh, and I thought they listened to you for a second, Jonathan. That one rolled right in and out for Martinez.
Would have been nice.
My goodness. 6-point advantage, again, the largest lead of the ball game for anybody. A kick out. It's French all alone in the corner. Hits the rim. Bird with the board.
Yeah, got to fight for that rebound.
And Bird puts it right back. Again, a height man advantage, maybe.
Yeah.
But that was really just who wanted it more.
That's true.
8-point advantage. This could be the dwindling from this Tampa team that we were anticipating from somebody. Still, a lot of basketball left and a lot of time. We've seen this Tampa team get hot scoring. And your Martin being the facilitator, and what a block by Bird. Oh my goodness.
That's a statement block right there. I mean, Richmond, I think, is finding their groove. They're finding their confidence in this game, and they're saying, hey, this is our game.
Nathan Bird saying, this is my game. Gets an offensive board and a basket on one end and gets the emphatic block on the other. 5 minutes remaining as Middlebrook trying to help his Tampa squad cut into an 8-point deficit. Mock just gets called for the foul as he charged up just too strong. First foul on the day for Joshua Mock. Under 5 minutes remaining. Still an opportunity for Tampa. They have had possession so many times and have had so little come out of it in the last 5 minutes. Here's Middlebrook driving and sending it back was Nathan Bird once again.
So not in this house.
Not in this house. Finally, Richmond Hill getting their hands on the ball to take some time off the clock. And it looks like we'll have a timeout coming, and we will come to a closure and a timeout here.
Well, and I was just going to say, this may be the biggest gap in the game that we've seen without points being put on the board.
So now, I think what's interesting is this is a foreign part of the game we have not seen. Both of these teams have only been within 1 or 2 points the entire time. They haven't had to battle through the adversity of such a large gap. And it seems like for Tampa on the other end, they were moving so quickly, but now it's not working, and they're having to articulate and almost draw out plays.
Well, they're questioning their strategy,
yeah.
And I think that's maybe a mistake for them because it was working for them. Again, they just need to refocus. They're obviously probably tired at this point, but they need to refocus on what was working for them. And right now, I mean, we're seeing just, I don't know, maybe even an increased effort by the Hurricanes, late in the second half here. I mean, they are just being incredibly physical and aggressive, and it's working out for them.
And a lot of that is attested to number 21 in Tyler Bird. I mean, he has been a presence in the paint. If you go in the paint with a basketball, you're not going to want to meet Tyler Bird there. He's just smacked it away so many times. You see him going against 2 defenders there as he took some big man contact, and he's going to go to the line. Tyler Bird once again making his presence known. He's got a couple baskets and a couple blocks in this half. And now, Jonathan, a chance to maybe have a 10-point lead.
Yeah, Tampa can't be given up points like this. This team is going to take full advantage. They're going to make those points. They're going to make you pay for it.
Quick note here, too. I think a big key that we've started to witness, Enyer Maria was a big scoring presence in that first half. Number 78 for the Tampa squad. He has 3 points in this half as opposed to 15 in the first, and we are nearly 4 minutes away from completion of this game. They've done a great job stopping the main scoring outlet, so somebody's got to score if it's not going to be Maria. But Maria says, I'm going to take it myself. Mock gets it. Somebody ends up with it. It's Moore. He goes up. Too strong. And it'll be French with the basketball. Mock will work up top. He's got Wells and he's got French. Middlebrook working with Maria. Mock going to drive with Nudo. Nice defense there coming. Mock, an open jumper just off the side of the board. And I think he's going to get a foul.
Sure enough.
It's going to be a foul on Bray Frisbee. He's got 4. Oh, they're calling. Oh, he had a 5th. We must have missed a foul earlier. He's got 5. And that will be it for 0 of Bray Frisbee. Well, that's not what you want to see.
No, that especially when, you know, you're a little bit behind after being toe-to-toe all game long.
It starts to become that trickling effect of one thing after another. Once one thing falls, everything starts to fall.
Well, and he was one of those players, you know, that was really hustling. You know, he's been hustling the whole game, fighting for every possession. And now to lose that energy, that momentum in the game is not going to help.
And it looks like momentum could be going the Tampa way finally, as I believe we have a foul call. So Mock will be called with the foul. It'll be his 2nd of the game. 4th team foul here in the half for the Richmond Hills squad. And number 1, and Nathan Moore will go to the line for the first time today.
Well, you know, it's interesting. We were talking about Tampa kind of losing steam a little bit here towards the end of the game, but so is the coach. I mean, the coach was, you know, he was yelling at him. He was active, jumping around. I mean, he was, you know, really engaged. And now he's kind of, you know, backed off a little bit. He's been a bit quiet in the second half, and I don't know if maybe that's translated over to the players and not giving them that sense of urgency they need right now.
A little bit of urgency, though, coming on the defensive side. They had a full court press, trying to stop some outlets on this Richmond Hill side. Mock going up and finishing once again is Joshua Mock. He has been a presence in this contest. Nas Tim coming back the other way. Moore working, putting it up. Once again, it's off the mark for Moore. Just can't get that side shot to fall. This is a chance for the Canes to secure their win. Nas Tim, though, not letting it get away. Here's Maria going up off the iron. I think he tried to dunk. Nas Tim with the 3.
Yeah, he did, and the jump was a bit short, maybe a little too far.
It's a good rebound there for Maria. Second chance opportunity. As Bird fights for it, tries to get it. As he dives to the ground, takes some hardwood, and we got a foul coming on Khalil Martinez. 3rd foul of the day on Martinez with 2:31 remaining. And once again, folks, as we mentioned, they are in the bonus, 8 fouls team-wise, so we will have some free throws from here on out continuously. Martinez picking up his 3rd, team 8th of the half, and it will be Tyler Bird going back to the line with a 13-point lead by Richmond Hill. Again, still plenty of basketball left. We've seen 8-0, 9-0 runs happen in the matter of a minute and a half. So anything can happen if fundamentals are cleaned up. Tampa needing a couple baskets and a couple stops to maybe push some momentum their way. Here we go with Nas Tim working up with Moore and Middlebrook. Here's a 3 from Middlebrook. Just short. Mock once again. He's everywhere, folks. He's under the basket. He's at the 3-point line. He's where the ball needs to be every single time. He'll work up top with Wells. Had a couple baskets early in this half, but has been a bit quiet. Maybe not needed as much. Working against Tim. Now Martinez. And it looks like just some outlet passes coming and maybe killing some time here is Richmond Hill. Foul on the floor, I believe. That's going to be Saxton Middlebrook. So there'll be more free throws coming with what is now a 15-point lead on the Richmond Hill side. And it'll be Brendan French. 1:54 remains in this contest. A 9th team foul coming on the Tampa side. French puts the first one up and in. Gotta say, I think what I've liked about this Canes team too is there's a lot of diversity in the play style. We've seen French play as the primary point guard and facilitator, but we've also seen guys like Joshua Mock, Evan Blessett, Vincent Nudo taking the ball up. So it's not like there's one facilitator on this team, and I think that creates an interesting strategy of you don't really know who's going to get the ball, and you don't know who's going to really be a true playmaker.
Well, exactly, and it goes back to, being able to rely on your teammates, knowing their strengths and weaknesses, knowing for these coaches when to put them in and when to take them out. And having that parity, the fact that you've got someone to kind of fill in all the gaps, it makes for a great strategy and a great winning team.
Nas Tim trying to put a shot up, but instead the rebound goes over to Blessett. He had an open Joshua Mock, but from what we heard of the Richmond Hill coach's standpoint, they just want to run some time off and finish. Tampa, though, still playing hard. As we mentioned, there's still 80 seconds remaining. Anything can happen. Wells going up and bodying Martinez. Thomas Wells finishing once again. Maybe a desperation shot coming from Maria, and that might be the icing on the cake here for Richmond Hill. Can hear the Tampa coach. Yeah, talking the game's not over.
Yeah,
that's what I heard. He's right. 1 minute left. Shout out to our referees in this game making it happen, right? 59 seconds remain in this contest. So again, over the team foul limit. We got 10 on the Tampa side, and that'll send Blessett to the line for the first time today. And once again, Jonathan, we got an early finish here with the ball game. A 20-point advantage. Yeah, official 20-point, 69-49 win.
It's unfortunate because this was such a close game the entire time up until the very end. And then the game just got away from Tampa. I mean, Richmond Hill, to their credit, played hard. They played hard for both halves. And that's what you got to do, especially in a tournament like this. And that's what's going to separate who gets D1, who gets D2, who gets JUCO offers, who goes pro. It's who can fight and who can play hard for the entirety of the game.
If you're watching college basketball right now in the tournament sections, and also once March Madness starts with the NCAA tournament, the biggest thing that you're going to see is these teams needing to finish these last 2 minutes of these contests, especially with free throws and with not fouling their opponents. The finishes in these games are so big because so many games are decided in college basketball by 5 points or less. It's amazing and astounding, and it's also is what needed in this younger, generation. It's what's needed to learn in order to be successful. So you were definitely right on in that area. And with that, that is game 4 of what is many to come today and tomorrow, folks. The Richmond Hill squad not driving home yet, but they will drive home happy nonetheless with a win and head over to their next contest. And for now, we're going to step aside for a couple minutes, reset the stream, and with that, I'm Billy Adams alongside Jonathan Torres. We'll be back in a couple minutes right here on the Florida Athletics Network.